one of the greatest books for vocabulary is this one. But usually for if you want to eventually write GCSE Arabic. But with the vocabulary, I don't like to use transliteration because it's very different and it varies depending on the author and where they're from, how they write letters. And quite frankly, it's just best to learn the Arabic version. I cover this up. Don't like to use it as well. This book had what do you call them, flashcards, which I cut out and I keep and I use them to read wherever I'm out and about. Here they give you a scenario. You're about to go clothes shopping for you and your family. Make 8 sentences about what they like to wear and what you plan to buy for them. Use the table below to help you. So here you've got some vocabulary that you can use to start writing your 8 sentences. Uridu, uhibbu, yuridu, yuhibbu, turidu, tuhibbun. An ashtari, an albasi, al alabisa, alabisa, alabisu. Here there's no harakat, so sometimes if I'm not too familiar with a word, it's kind of hard to read. So these are more advanced books. That's why there's not much harakat in it. But yeah, so harakat helps to know, okay, is it an a, e, or u sound? But as you advance with Arabic, they take those off. But if you build up your vocabulary, it's easier because even if they leave out a harakat, you know what the word is supposed to be. So sometimes I stumble. I'm still stumbling with words, but I'll get there. I've done already a lot of progress over the last weeks, months, and I'm happy with that. So, don't give up. But obviously, when you get to this stage, you're way better than when you first started. So if you find some words with that harakat and you're struggling with them, it's okay. It's all part of, the learning process. One word I'm quite familiar with is this one. Kabirun. So even though there's no harakat, I know what it is. And here is kabiratun, which is a feminine one. But I can pick it up easily like this. Why? Because I've come across these words very, very frequently. So it's easier. Saghirun, saghiratun, small, and feminine small. The ta marbuta shows that the word is feminine in most cases, but not in all cases. But that's a topic for a more learned person, and I always point you out to the videos that I use, not for this one, but if you watch videos for certain things and explanations, they will come in handy when you have to, when you come across words, like how to identify whether a word is masculine or feminine. There are people who teach about this and how easy it is to recognize. Jamilun, jamilatun, akhdara, khadra'u, and khadra'u, akhdara. I did a lesson about this, how to change a letter, to change a color word to feminine. And I remember this. So this is the green masculine and green feminine. And I have, when you learn it on one video, I've done this. Let's say on YouTube, for example, I find a video and I learn something. I then listen to it in somewhere else. I hear it somewhere else. It's like, oh, I know this word. It actually happened the other day. I was reading a story on YouTube. Not reading, listening. Yeah, listening and reading a story on YouTube, a kid's story on YouTube. And then there was a word that was said about sowing seeds, and the dad was planting seeds. Is it Raza'a or Zara'a? I forgot the word. Right now I forgot it. But then later on when I was listening to the Quran, that word came up again in a surah. I was like, what? I know this word. I read it upstairs. I ran upstairs because I had left the video on pause. I looked. I was like, yes, that's the word. And then I was able to actually, say, oh, I know what this word means. So I came across it in a story. Then I listened to the Quran, and I heard the word and I knew. So from that, you think, okay, I'm building up. And it happens quite a bit nowadays when I'm listening to the Quran, that I'm beginning to hear some words and able to identify them when I'm listening. And it's good. Thanks for watching, and see you again in the next video.